Hi, this is Joe from Gentleman Stationer. Welcome to today's Currently Inked for Monday, April 17th. So today we're going to talk about, as I teased on Instagram last night, changing Lamy nibs. As you all may know, pens like the Lamy Safari and the Lamy AL Star and even the Lamy Studio mostly all ship with these standard Lamy stainless steel nibs. And as you see, um, they wrap around the feed with these little wings, for lack of a better term, and it makes it easy to switch them out. Lamy does sell replacement nibs in both all of the standard stainless steel sizes, but also in this cursive calligraphy nib, which is what I'm going to be swapping onto a few of my pens today. The cursive calligraphy nib is a PVD coated black laser etch nib that writes a line similar to an architect's nib or a Kodachi Naginata style nib. These cost $23. I'll post the link in the notes, but what these are nice for is, say, I have a lot of people email me asking, how much should they spend on a pen if what they're looking to do is to get it ground, to try an architect or to try a Kodachi for the first time. And what I've been telling people is, these nibs are a great way to try out sort of an odd or offbeat nib grind that you may never have tried before. They were designed and ground specifically to write cursive script, Chinese, Japanese, Arabic, but you can use them just as you would an architect's nib or a Naginata Togi style nib. They will have a little bit more tooth to them than a custom grind, but that's simply a factor of them being mass produced and probably not hand polished. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you all how to swap out these nibs. So just to get you started, this is my Mango Lamy Safari, and it has I'm trying to get some focus in here. There it is. I swapped out this steel nib last night for the calligraphy nib, and you can kind of see the grind there on it. This is my old Mango Safari, the special edition from a couple of years ago. I really like the nib. I inked it up last night. I tried it, and right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap one of the black PVD coated cursive nibs onto my Lamy Studio. I believe this is the Ultra Black or the Pure Black or one of the limited editions that they released from a couple years ago. But it's got a blacked out gold nib on it, and I'm going to move this gold nib to this black Safari, which also has a gold nib, or this black Studio, and I'm going to move this gold nib to this Studio, which has a steel nib. So I'll have the gold nib still on my Studio, but the cursive nib on the all black one. The method by which you change nibs on a Studio and a Safari is very similar, if not identical. Well, so the first step to changing a Lamy nib is to get yourself a piece of Scotch tape. And the one I'm going to be removing is this gold nib. You merely apply the tape to the front of the nib, wrap it around a little bit, give yourself a little bit of grip, and just slide it off the front of the feed. And after that, you can unwrap the tape, pull the nib out. Absolutely no damage to the nib. Maybe a little bit misaligned, but I can fix that when I put it on the rest of the put it on the other pen. And I will do the same thing here with this pen. Sometimes you can get them off simply by, well, sometimes that happens, but also that's not a big deal. This one's on here pretty good. As you can probably notice, you're getting this in real time and not the rehearsed version. Honestly, I just keep trying until it comes off. It will eventually work its way off. That one is stuck more so than it should be, and I'm probably going to have to take a look and see whether it needs to be loosened up. But I'm going to set that one aside here. I'll pull off the stainless steel. If the feed pops out, that's not a big deal. It's meant to do that. You just slide it back in and it will go directly back into place. So I'll show you guys. I may not leave this nib on this particular pen, but if you've got the gold nib, you see the slots here where the nib is supposed to fit. The nib is on the pen. Tines are aligned. Perfect. So you've now got a gold nib on your Lamy Safari. Your Lamy Studio, sorry. So now here is the all black, and this is the one that I was going to install the cursive calligraphy nib. Same process, slide the nib onto the guides. You're done. Again, it's really hard to damage one of these pens unless you're just really careless with the tipping. I've been doing this for a couple years now. Don't be, especially with the steel nibs. The gold nibs you might want to be a little bit more careful with because they are because they're a little bit more flexible. But even with those, that one's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's on there very tight. I may have to run it through the ultrasonic cleaner to get it to loosen up a little bit. But on something like a Safari or an AL Star, you can wrap a piece of tape around those nibs, grab them, pull on them pretty good, and they should come out very easily, and then you just slide your replacement nib on. But anyway, I'm going to be inking some of these pens up. You may see them on the blog or on Instagram this week. So give me a follow over at Gentleman Station or on Instagram or here on the YouTube channel. I may also upload some short videos. Thanks. Happy Monday.